Hey, Virgo, welcome to your March reading. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. And right here, this is Praxis, and she'll be joining us for your reading. Delighted to have you. So, as always, I'm going to start by pulling a tarot spread to look at the sort of story for your month, how you're showing up, what themes are showing up for you. And then at the end, we will cap off your reading by pulling a couple cards from the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck to weave in a little astrological guidance with your reading. So let's get to it, shall we? Thank you, Spirit. We welcome and honor your messages of truth for the love and liberation of all Virgo people. We want to know what is showing up for Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, and Dominant Folks in the month of March. Spirit, what kind of themes are showing up for Virgo people? And what do you want them to know for their highest good? How can they use what is happening around them and within them to walk into the future that is most peaceful, abundant, joyful, fulfilling? Spirit. Perfect. Got a couple bonus cards, Virgo. Spirit's got some things to say. Virgo in the month of March, Spirit. My Virgo people, for their highest good. Helpful and hindering influences. Any effects of the past rippling into the present and the unfolding future that they need to know about. Spirit. All that we share is for the highest good of all Virgo people. Beautiful. Right off the bat, I need to know if any of you all have Taurus placements. Please sound off in the comments if you have any Taurus placements in your chart. Beautiful. Wow. Do you have any Taurus placements in your chart? And then I turn over the Hierophant card, which is the Taurus card, astrologically speaking. That's hilarious. Okay. Ooh. Virgo. Some form of mastery that you are pursuing. And it looks good. Okay. Very curious. Let's talk about it. Center of your reading, you're in a beautiful place. Nine of Cups is a card of some self-satisfaction, some satiety, a feeling of like, you know what? When I sit and look, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm pretty proud of who I am, emotionally speaking. And then crossing this kind of, the Nine of Cups can even veer from peace and like pleasure and self-fulfillment to complacency on like the darker or heavier end of the card, right? So it can be a little bit of like resting on our laurels. So the Two of Wands says, don't do that. Two of Wands says, you've got this satisfaction, this, completion, this accomplishment. And for many of you, it feels like a healing accomplishment, like emotional or relational, more than, let's say, like a career accomplishment. It's more like, wow, I've really healed, or wow, this relationship has really blossomed, or like, wow, I've really been able to take such good care of myself, something along those lines, right? And the Two of Wands is saying, yes, you have reached this new, this level of self fulfillment and mastery, and now something else is beckoning you. Now, I love this deck because, and I love this reading in particular, Virgo, because this placement, look at this, crossing your reading is this, right? This person's hanging out outside the cave. There's this mysterious figure in there. Who is that? Who is that? And the card representing where you find yourself. Right in the presence of wisdom. Right in the presence of a gatekeeper and a gateway to sacred knowledge, hidden information, new level, new kind of maybe even certification. Some of y'all might be literally going back to school where it's like, I want to earn a degree or some type of like paper that I can frame and hang on the wall that says, I know what the fuck I'm doing. For others of you, it may be a little more esoteric. It's like, it's not about the piece of paper or the organization approving me. It's more about me knowing that I'm rising through the ranks and learning and expanding, right? So rules, traditions, organizations. Who can help you get through the gates to get where you're trying to go? That's what Spirit is asking you to consider, is like, which wise figures around you have knowledge that you want to be able to tap into? And are you willing to go and knock on their door and ask for it? That's what that Two of Wands is showing you. Is it's not the Three of Wands. It's not, there, we've done it, we've taken the step, we're on the adventure. It's, you know, Frodo in the Shire going like, well, this is really nice, and there's this epic adventure out there. Curious how many of you might have Aquarius placements as well. Taurus and Aquarius, so some fixed sign energy here. Okay, so you find yourself at a crossroads. There is an invitation to new knowledge, and there is some understandable static. You might be feeling a little bit stuck. You might be feeling a little bit like, I don't know which way to go. Just gonna make a quick comparison here. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. This is a much more empowered place to be, where you are taking things into your own hands as opposed to trying to shut the world out and up. You know what I mean? This is kind of like, almost feels like I'm overloaded and I'm so afraid of making the wrong choice that I'm just gonna stay right here. And, you know, if the world wants me to move, then the world better like show me a big sign or something like that. And there's, you know, Spirit is using the word avoidant. If any of you have like kind of like an avoidant personality or avoidant traits or like avoidant attachment, that is showing up here saying like, hey, could you be holding back because you're afraid that it won't be perfect? If that is the reason that you're holding back, you know, don't. Do whatever you want. Your free will is everything. No blame, no shame, no judgment. We don't do that here. All of this is in service of you feeling fulfilled. You are not supposed to jump through any hoops that Spirit is showing you here. This is all for you, okay? In the hidden position, what is supporting you that you may not even know about is your great talent. I know, Virgo, some of you are going to be able to accept that, and some of you are like, oh, please stop, like, and feel just repulsed by the idea of somebody telling you, like, you have talent, you know, because, you know, Virgo people, we like our hard work. So hearing, like, you have talent, it feels a little flimsy, which, fine. Yes, it's true. You know, hard work will beat talent 10 times out of 10 if talent ain't doing shit about their talent. So if you are holding back your talent or silencing your own voice or silencing your creativity because it's not exactly what you want it to be, the joke is on you, because voicing it is how we hone it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you cannot create this fire in a vacuum, because a fire needs air. By definition, it cannot be created in a vacuum. You know what I'm talking about? And you have mighty talent that other people recognize and appreciate already. Maybe you want more, maybe you want to go higher or whatever, but there are already people who recognize and appreciate you. And I would say lean into that, bask in that, open yourself up more to that is available to you now. You have a lot of love in your life, a lot of love around you, sitting in the position representing the recent past. So influences that are still supporting you now: love, home, family, partnership, romance. 10 of Cups is all the love. It's family, it's friends, it's romance, it's sex, it's everything. It's also spirituality, it's spiritual fulfillment. You start with the 9 of Cups and you have the 10 of Cups as your support. So helping you in finding that self-satisfaction and that self-fulfillment are the people that love you. So I feel like the people that love you are going to help you transcend more limits this month in the area representing what is around and available to you. Page of Cups, a sweet message and messenger, someone delivering goodness to you, and like Spirit is now saying, like a reflection of you that you can appreciate. So this person is going to be able to show you things about yourself. You know, people are, relationships all are mirrors. Not in the sense that we're the exact same person doing the exact same thing, but in the sense that when I look into you, I can see things about myself that I wouldn't be able to see all on my own, right? So open yourself up more to being seen means opening yourself up more to competition, yes, but also to being appreciated. So sitting in the future, remember, 6 of Wands is in that hidden position, your great talent. Now here is you going out and putting your wand up against anybody else's, trying to get this golden fleece that you've been holding in the Six of Wands. So Spirit is saying, what we're trying to say with that is, you already have it, so please don't trick yourself into thinking, oh, I have to get it. I already came in with it. Yes, there's other people who are good at their own thing. Yes, there's other people who do what I do. Yes, there are. They are my colleagues. They are not my competition. Okay? That will help you. I have something that they don't have because I'm me, period. Like, it doesn't, I don't have to figure out what exactly that is. I don't have to nail it down, whatever. I know that by virtue of being who I am and nobody else is who I am, I have things that other people don't have. Okay? Okay. So what's on the other side of the Five of Wands? We have 3 cards in your future. That's just how Spirit wanted. I did not pull clarifiers. Five of Wands. So getting into the mix, throwing your hat in the ring, getting into the competition, playing and smacking your wand around with some other people who are out here smacking their wands around, trying to be a little bit of competition, but it's playful. It's gentle. It's not Seven of Wands. It's not defending your honor and shit like that. It's, I have an idea too. Let's see how your idea stacks up against my idea. Okay? What's on the other side of that? Repeating imagery of these wands and this fleece that begins to feel just out of reach. Always just out of reach when it's like, no, please don't forget you're already holding it. You're already holding it, so don't fool yourself into thinking you have to do something in order to get it. Now, there might be other things that you want, but if you are consistently questioning your own fleece, your own talents, your own gifts, like, that ain't the way. If you're looking for external proof that you have the fleece, that ain't the way. That's what gets you into these situations that can, they don't have to, but they can very easily become like a waste of energy and kind of like playing games in the negative sense. You know what I'm talking about? And that can burn us out. So don't be so focused on what other people have or are doing so much as the fact that you're out there in the mix. Get out there in the mix. Don't be trying to compare stats. Like, that is, it's a losing game. That's all. Is like, you can do it. It won't even necessarily fuck up, you know, your progress or anything. It might slow it down or it might delay it a little bit, but it's not going to like derail you. But it's just a waste of energy. Doesn't feel like the move. Feels like you remember exactly who you are, where you've come from, the people that love you, that show you your great gifts. Keep that in your heart. Keep that in your center and move with that. You know, Spirit's like, we all have a hole or a void or a whatever you want to call it within. Like those moments where we get unsure or dark or existential or stagnant or bored and it feels like nothing is what it's supposed to be. That hole is there because it's supposed to be there, because that hole is what allows us the room to grow. Like it's oh, in some ways I will never be full because there was always more to understand, more to learn, more capacity to develop. Okay, so don't fear the dark or the hole or the existentialness or the doubt in you. Welcome all of it. Embrace all of it. All of it contributes to your genius. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, so like if you dismiss doubt from your inner boardroom table, it's only going to fuck around with your success. Invite it to the table. Bring it to the table. Okay. Speaking of success, we had the Five of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands. Here's your third and final card sitting in your future. So what is on the other side of the 5 and the 10? Being the boss, discipline, organization, a sense of control, a sense of being, you know, your own daddy, making your own rules. And we love to see that. So right now you might be looking around for other people's rules or sacred wisdom that can help you, but that's only to get you to the place where you can stand on your own 2 feet and create your own rules. So you may be using someone else as an example. I would stop short of using them as a rubric, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. Some of y'all are going to know exactly what the fuck that means. Open up your heart. Don't hide. That's the more open and present and unashamed you can be, the better for you. Don't hide and don't be ashamed of what you still have to learn or what you still want to experience and what you haven't yet. Welcome that to the table too. I see success. I see you very much able to leave behind the kind of stagnation and limbo by ironically saying that it's allowed to be there. By not wrestling to get out of it, but instead being like, oh yeah, I'm feeling really stuck right now. Okay, so we're stuck right now. What do we want to do here while we're stuck? Should we play some solitaire? Should we, twiddle our thumbs? Should we sing a little song? Be in the moment. Be in the present. Don't try to escape the moment, even if the moment feels uncomfortable. The entry point of change is always this moment, okay? Okay. Let's get a little astrological input, shall we? Spirit. We want to know what guidance you want to offer Virgo when it comes to March and this urge they have to expand, this urge they have to run their lives the way they see fit. What advice would you like to give, Spirit, to Virgo in the month of March? Wow. Man, oh man. Spirit never ceases to amaze me. So, what have we been talking about? 12th house, the key word here is introspection. So, reflecting and considering our inner talents and looking into the mirrors that other people offer us. Introspection. And the 12th house is the house of spirit and transcendence. And you have your second card is the 5th house. The key word is passion. So hey, your creativity, your wands, your talents, your gifts, the things that bring you joy, the things that light you up. So do some introspection around your passion. Who can bring you some spiritual wisdom that will help you stand on your own 2 feet, holding your passion firmly in your hands, living it. Spend some time reflecting on your creative talents, gifts, and desires. And that will help you remember that you've had the fleece the whole damn time. These are your ruby slippers, okay, Dorothy? Okay. Good deal. How's that sit on you, Virgo? How you feel? Questions, comments, stories, reflections, objections? All are welcome in the comments just south of this video. Also just south of this video, the way to get a personal reading if you would ever like to book one and get these bug eyes right in person. It'd be super fun. Thanks for being here, Virgo. I really hope that this reading is helpful for you now and in the future. And if I don't see you before then I hope I will see you at your mid-month reading. Bye, Virgo.